All right, welcome back to Math is Easy Step by Step. I'm continuing to go over different skills and knowledge you need to have in order to answer questions 1 and 2 I introduced in the first video. This video is part 11, understanding how to use point slope formula, that's right down here, given the slope or the m value and one set of ordered pairs. So when you're given the value of m, your slope, and one set of ordered pairs. X is 0, Y is 0, right? X1 is 0, Y1 is 0, right? You're organizing by labeling these values. That's all the X1 and Y1 means. You're just organizing your values. And so this is going to be very key to understanding how you are going to determine the equation of the line and answering question number 2. And there's other ways to answer that question number 2, which I will show you. So let's just jump right on into it. The value of m is 1/2. I'm going to substitute 1/2 for m. I have an x1 value. I have a y1 value. I'm keeping these numbers very simple, very easy. So you only have to understand what to do in order to use this formula. So everywhere you see an x1, you're going to substitute a 0. Everywhere you see a y1, you're going to substitute a 0. And so the next steps moving forward are going to be to organize your values, your x1, your y1, and your slope values. Again, you're going to be substituting these values into the formula. I labeled this my x1. I labeled this my y1. Okay. And since I only have one set of ordered pairs, I only have one x and one y. Now, moving forward, we organize them and just start substituting them into the formula, like I had mentioned earlier. I'd like to show that to you now. Excuse me. Step 2, substitute the values, the organized values that you have, into the formula. And I'm showing you that now. Here's our formula. I'm going to substitute my slope, which is m, 1/2. I'm going to substitute my x1 value, which is 0, for x1. I'm going to substitute my y1 value, which is 0, for my y1 value. And you can see the y, the subtraction symbol, the equal sign, parentheses, the x, the minus, they all stay the same. I'm just substituting my y1 value, my x1 value, and my slope, which is m. Okay? So step by step, gonna go slow here. Now I'm gonna simplify and solve for y because I'm trying to find the equation given a slope and one pair of ordered pair values, x and y values. So follow the order of operations in simplifying. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, right? Parentheses are first, then exponents, multiply, divide, then add and subtract. And then simplify to create your equation, y equals mx plus b. This is the form that you want your linear equations to be in, right? That's the way you want it, y equals mx plus b. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take what we have up here and simplify. So let's just do that now. All right. So there's nothing inside the parentheses, right? P. There's nothing inside the parentheses that I can do. I have an x value, which is the invisible 1, x minus 0. You can only add or subtract like terms. So the next step is exponents. E. Do I have any exponents here? I do not. There's no exponents inside or outside the parentheses. So now can I multiply or divide? Yes. I want to distribute, which just means multiply. 1/2 times my invisible 1x. Oh, and let me move this over. And 1/2 times the 0 or negative 0, either way you want to look at it. So 1/2 is going to be multiplied times 1. Anything times 1 is itself, 1/2 x. I'm then going to multiply and distribute that 1/2 times 0. Anything times 0 is 0. So I'm going to bring that up here just to show you. And I want to take this step by step. So 1/2 times 1 is 1/2 x. 1/2 times 0 is 0. Okay, 0. Plus 0 minus 0 is just 0. You don't even have to include it, but I am including it here for instructional purposes. Y minus 0 equals 1/2 times x plus 0. Okay, or just 1/2 x would also be the same thing. I want to get y all by itself. I want to add 0 to both sides. 0 plus 0 minus 0 is gone. It's just y by itself. Equals. Well, you do the left side, you want to do the right side. 1/2 x plus 0 is still just 1/2 x. Plus 0 is still just 0. So I'm left with y equals 1/2 x. I don't have to put the plus 0, but I'm just trying to show you instructionally why there's the plus 0. So and again, I'm showing this to you for a very important reason. What's my slope? 1/2, right? M is 1/2, where y represents a positive 1, rise positive 1, and my x represents 2 over 2 in the positive x direction. I'm showing you that plus 0 because sometimes they just give you, hey, y equals 1/2 x. But the b value, y equals mx plus b, the b value right here is 0. So if b equals 0 and x is always 0 in my y-intercept, and my y is 0, x is 0, y is 0, where is this line going to go through? This line is going to go directly through 0, 0, the origin. Hopefully that makes sense. If you've been following my videos, that should make sense. So at the origin, I'll go up 1 in the positive y direction. I'll go from there positive 2 in the x direction, and I'll plot my point. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. But this is the equation given the slope and one set of ordered pairs. Hint, hint, this is how you're going to answer that question for number 2 that I introduced in problem number 1. There's also another method you could use to answer that question. I will show you later how to do that when I answer these questions coming up in the next 2 or 3 videos. So this is part 3 of a series of videos in order to understand how to answer those questions 1 and 2 from part 1. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step. And if I've helped you, please help me to continue bringing these videos to you by your donations. Thank you so much once again.